This leads me to another topic I want to get your take on, and that is term limits, because this is the issue when people go into Congress and are there for 30, 40, 50 years. You begin to think it's about you, and you have this unlimited power. You tweeted this week that you'd like to see a vote on term limits. I think our viewers would like that as well.
Look, absolutely. You want to talk about an issue that has widespread and bipartisan agreement. Term limits, a supermajority of Americans, more than 70% of Americans support term limits. More than 70% of Republicans, more than two-thirds of Democrats, more than two-thirds of independents. It's a massive support. There's one group that doesn't support term limits, and that is career politicians in Washington. All of the Democrats in the Senate oppose term limits, and all of the Republicans who've been there a gazillion years oppose term limits. I've introduced a constitutional amendment that would limit every senator to 2 terms, would limit every House member to 3 terms. I believe we ought to take it up and vote on it, because if we got career politicians out of Washington in both parties, there would be a lot less of the corruption of the swamp that is endemic and that sadly implicates both Democrats and Republicans.
Well, will Chuck Schumer bring it to the floor?
Sadly, I don't think he will. I will keep fighting. I hope the House brings it up for a vote. We're much more likely to get a vote in the House under Kevin McCarthy. But Schumer doesn't want to vote on this because Schumer wants to stay there 1,000 years. And I think some of our Democratic colleagues have been there 1,000 years.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody. It's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan. And what you see here is a glance of the top 100 by market cap. Yeah, you see a little bit of pink and a little bit of red, but nothing is significantly down. Bitcoin is pulling many into the green with a price of 23,600 and some. It's a solid push up with buyers feeling confident that this level where Bitcoin is has, well, more continued momentum. The intro was not a political message. I'm not a registered Republican or a Democrat, but I'm a card-carrying libertarian, a real one. And I don't vote party line, but I thought it was very fitting to show this since I had over 400 comments in my short video with Elizabeth Warren just 2 days ago. Yep, she announced she's running again. I think 2 terms is plenty for anyone. In this video, you're going to learn why Attorney John Deaton still thinks there's a chance for the case between SEC versus Ripple to go to jury, and also what's going on with SBI and Mr. Yoshitaka Kitao. They are the largest outside shareholders of the company Ripple and a big, big advocate of the digital asset XRP. Well, I've got some information to update you with. And Ripple making big moves again in the world of CBDCs and a scoring system for stable coins. Yeah, but let's first look at this article that was published by a London bank. Really surprising that they are talking about the XRP price. I posted the article with a disclaimer on Twitter. This is not a hype XRP price post. It's really curious, however, that the financial bank is publishing a statement that, well, let me quote it for you. Okay, it's at the bottom of the article, and both parties are waiting for the final judgment date, but Ripple COE, yeah, I'm going to comment on that COE too as well. The COE, Brad Garlinghouse, believes the case could conclude by summer and feels very good about where we are relative to the law and the facts. A positive outcome for Ripple could see XRP soar, but with the case in the air, this is far from guaranteed. So, yeah, they are kind of taking both sides of the fence there, but still, it's a very speculative statement. What that COE stands for is Chief Operating Executive. And in the UK and in the Eurozone, sometimes they use this COE instead of CEO. Well, it just goes to show it's a big world and not all the acronyms are the same in every corner of the world. We've got the SEC essentially arguing that XRP meets the second and third prongs of the Howey test as a matter of law. The SEC has the burden of proof, and it has failed to satisfy the second prong of Howey, and it has failed to go transaction by transaction. This is why John Deaton, the attorney who's representing more than 76,000 holders of XRP, is confident that the SEC is not granted summary judgment in the manner they have requested. And it is also why he sees that the judge saying denied and arguing the jury must decide certain issues, for example, non-investment uses of XRP, recklessness, fair notice, etc. So he wants people to be prepared that some have failed to consider that Judge Torres could say denied to both summary judgment motions and it goes to a jury. Until we get to read all the Rule 56 facts and read all the underlying evidence relied upon, it's near impossible for him to predict anymore. So as an XRP holder, be prepared for anything. A lot of people have been asking me lately, what's up with SBI and Mr. Kitao? Well, it's really been on the quiet side, but I can share with you 3 updates that are interesting. This is from January 27th. You see that there's a notice regarding the implementation of the shareholder benefit through the crypto asset XRP. What that means is one of the companies that the mothership holds, which is Morningstar Japan, it's an online stock newspaper. It's a web version. They are going to receive as a shareholder benefit XRP again. So it continues. And then just a couple of days ago, we've got a very nice interview that was done by Zaikai Online of Mr. Kitao and his strategy for the new year. There's some really good quotes in here. Let me share them with you. He was asked if the financial industry is undergoing digital transformation around the world, which I find really kind of silly question. But anyway, Mr. Kitao said yes. And in the future, the shift to digital will accelerate even further. Crypto assets are crashing, but since they are still immature financial products, regulations will be developed and strengthened in each country in the future. And he went on to say that the blockchain technology itself, which is used for crypto assets, has various possibilities. International and domestic remittances can be made quickly and at low cost. The use of technology will spread not only in the remittances, but also in various industries. Now, SBI, through their SBI Remit, is an on-demand liquidity provider, and they use the digital asset XRP for remittances into Southeast Asia. What I think here is when he says that it will be used not only for remittances, but also in various industries, it leads me to believe that he's still working on a swaps solution in the trade finance with XRP being used as a hedge. This was tested about a year ago with the Sumitomo Mitsui Banking Corporation with one of their companies that was located in Singapore, and SBI was facilitating that XRP as a hedge. I'm constantly looking for a rollout solution, so be rest assured that I've got my eye on it. And as almost everyone in this space that's in blockchain is going towards the Web 3.0, Mr. Kitao is doing the same, and he's really heavy into the NFT world right now and developing his own NFT wallet. Many of you know that I'm using the Trump digital trading cards, not because I love them or hate them, but I'm using them as a gauge to see where the health of the NFT marketplace is. And you can see that the cards are still holding their own, just under 0.4 ETH. That's about $500. So these continue to hold the line in pricing, which is, pretty impressive, actually, considering that we've seen a lot of the pricing go down significantly. But this particular line of collectibles that sold out within 24 hours seems to be holding its price pretty well. You may have seen that I posted a photo of the Prime Minister of Montenegro with Ripple in Davos yesterday. And it looks like Siamak Masnavi of Crypto Globe researched some more. And yes, the two of them did discuss a payments infrastructure, but they've also launched a pilot project to build the first digital currency or stablecoin for Montenegro. I can see that they're taking the same strategy they did with on-demand liquidity before they rolled it out as a product. They did lots of pilots for everyone. All right, everybody, we're jumping to the fluff, and let me just get you situated. This is Tokyo, and we're going to hop over on the backside here to Tottori. This is the least populated area of Japan. It has beautiful rugged beaches. It's famous for Japan's largest sand dunes. They love being known for having the round watermelons of Japan. And Dubai loves them too. There's no other place around the world that more watermelons are shipped to than Dubai. There are historic farmhouses that you can rent as an Airbnb that sleep 8 for only about $100 US a night. And when it comes to flowers, this part of the country goes all out. The city of Hokue has decided on a new flower Valentine campaign. And it's kind of wacky, isn't it? Look at this. You can have a flower arrangement made just for your head, unique, and taken into a studio where a photograph will be taken for a keepsake that you can give to your Valentine. Well, you have to admit, it's fun, it's creative. I hope they're very successful with it. All right, everybody, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.